What up, everybody? Welcome to week 22, and we're basically doing the same format as last week. I just looked at my PR chart and picked something that appeared to be gettable. Is that a word? Well, if it wasn't, it is now. So on this day, looking for a 4-rep PR with 240. Previous best was 230, and managed to squeeze that out, which is excellent. And another preview of next year, did some volume work with 225 for 6 sets of 2, pretty easy. Yeah, moving on after this to the high bar squat. Something I should mention is that I've lost like 1.25 inches off my waist so far during the diet, but that's not quite enough to get to the next belt notch down. So the belt is fitting a little bit looser than I'd like, which actually makes this kind of stuff a little bit difficult. You know, stuff like high bar squat and OHP, which you're going to see next. So actually, I think I mentioned it before, you know, being super fat kind of has a plus in that, you know, you can really build that firm base in your midsection for doing lifts. Originally, I wanted to add a clip of a soccer goal that occurred during the Champions League final last week, Saturday, which was right after the Saturday workout. However, when I tried to upload that, YouTube said, "You've got copyrighted material in your video," and I do want to keep my channel open because I think you only get like 3 strikes before they shut your channel down. So unfortunately, you guys can't see it, so hopefully you watched the game and saw the goal because it was pretty amazing. Yeah, as you're going to see in a minute, this ended up being the day of 320 because I ended up using the same weight on the deadlift, which is coming up in a moment. But before that, I had close grip bench. Since I only did you know, single rep attempts last week, decided to go for something higher rep this week. So we got 6 reps with 210. And this went pretty well. Oh yeah, something I've been experimenting with cardio-wise this week. I also did it once last week. Is farmer's walks. You can kind of see on my plate how I have the handles built into them, and hopefully getting some extra grip work will help with my grip issues. And on that note, it may already be working because hooray to my grip for hanging on to this for 7. I needed 5 for a new PR, and to be honest, was a little concerned that the grip was going to let go around 5, but it managed to hang on for the full 7. So I was like, yeah, that's beast mode. And always bear in mind, once the weight's put down, you don't have the counterweight anymore, so you might fall backwards. Be careful. Moving on to Monday, looking for front squats of 6-rep PR with 230. And also, we're going for an incline PR, looking for 200 for 2. Believe it or not, my chest was pretty sore, and I think it was more from the deadlifts. I don't know if anybody else has had this experience where they get like a really sharp contraction in the chest when doing deadlifts. I've had that a couple times in the past, and man, it was really sore. So decided to keep the reps kind of low on the incline press to just kind of manage that, and things went pretty well in that regard. Yeah. Although on the 2nd rep, I'm not sure if you can tell, I managed to tag the safety pin and it kind of knocked the bar off balance, but held on to it okay and got that new PR. And moving on to Tuesday's workout, starting the last 3 days of testing for this 2-week taper test period, going for 8 reps on the bench. 215 would end up being a 10-pound PR for the 8 rep. This actually went so well, I think I might have been able to handle slightly more, possibly 217.5 and possibly even 220. And we're moving closer to that stated goal of getting 225 for 8 reps. But as you guys know, I did that for 7, so we're like right on the doorstep of getting that one. Then we did a high bar squat and actually kept the reps low this week because doing whatever it was last week, I think it was 8. That was just like god awful. So kept it to 2, but this was like pretty awesome. 340 for a double. And here we have a case of stacking the deck in my favor because I wanted to get a new 6-rep PR, which would have been 135 for 6, but I knew that was a little iffy. So what I did was I put 137.5 on, such that if I got 5 but missed 6, I would still get a new PR, even though it wasn't the 6-rep PR that I had in mind. And as you're going to see, number 6 did not go, so it's a good thing I stacked the deck. Yeah, moving on to Wednesday, we got low bar squat, close grip bench, and deadlift on deck, and it's hump day. Oh yeah. And as you know, hump day usually goes well for me because it seems to be my favorite day of the week. We got big cats in the house, and so we did 330 for 5 on the low bar squat, which is a big PR for me. This was actually quite difficult, but I was able to grind through it. And yeah, not much else to say about it other than that. Yeah, one thing that's pretty cool is that the rep PRs I'm setting these days are all projecting pretty close to my current max. So it seems like I still got the current max still in me of 385-ish, because like that set you saw just there actually projects to like 377 as a max, and I think my 350 for 3 that I did last week was more like 382, something like that. So that's pretty cool, because I was worried about the diet starting to take a toll, and it hasn't seemed to have started yet. And in another deck stacking moment here, I put 365 on so that 2 reps would be a PR, which I got right there. And I wanted 3, however, my right hand was giving. So that's the way it goes sometimes. I was like, oh well. Anyway, last workout of the week, Thursday, put on 280 on the front squat, because I really didn't want to do high reps because, you know, it's really hard to breathe. And managed to knock this out for a new 2 rep PR. And after this, moving ahead to the final clip of the week, incline press, put on 195, looking for 3 reps, which, spoiler alert, I managed to get. So we're going to end with mother, the dodeca mother. Yeah, real pleased with how things went last week and this week, and we're going to get back to it starting next week. Take care, guys. And week 22 volume data, just comparing it to week 21, as you can see, it was basically the same, so that was fine. And the 2017 goals update, yeah, a whole lot more PRs broken this week, which is excellent. We're at 53.02 on the chin-ups and 3.4 million on the 7 million pounds challenge. And the diet update for this week, yeah, the scale did not drop as much as expected, which tells me that it's probably going to be a big drop coming maybe next week, something like that. I'm actually going to hold calories down once again, mostly because I am going to be traveling end of next week. And you know what happens then? Like, the counting kind of goes out the window. So anyway, in preparation for that, we'll keep the calories down and hope for the best. All right, guys, hope you have a good one. I'll catch you next time. Bye.